Oh god, here we go again. I'm not gonna fucking be this guy that tries to swindle unsuspecting, innocent bystanders on Facebook Marketplace that don't know what they have, just so I can swoop in there and pick up a game that's worth $300. Anyways, while I'm looking at the ads, all of a sudden, what pops up on my radar? A white PS2 fat model. And my eyes jumped out of my head like a little kid in a candy store, because those of you who are up and up with your console variations and you know a lot about it, you'll know that the white variant, or even any colored PS2 is pretty rare. You have nothing better to do with your time than to run out and find these deals from unsuspecting people out there that are posting things on Facebook Marketplace, the classifieds, Kijiji, Craigslist, whatever the case may be. I messaged the guy, hey, is this PS2 still available? He was asking $100, and it almost sounded too good to be true. I said, is it still available? And I didn't get any response. I'm like, oh, fuck. I even talked about this a couple videos ago. And then, sure enough, I think it was Tuesday rolls around, I finally get a message out of the blue. It says, sorry, I'm late responding to this. It is still available, he says. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, will you take $80?
I'm like, will you take $80?
You are a scummy, unethical, immoral human being, okay? This is all you do. You have nothing better to do with your time than to run out and find these deals from unsuspecting people out there that are posting things on Facebook Marketplace, the classifieds, Kijiji, whatever the case may be. And I didn't get a response. I'm like, great, he thinks I'm lowballing him. And then I messaged him again, and I'm like, is it still available? And I was this close to just saying, I'll give you 100. He's like, yeah, it's still available. He's like, yeah, I'll take 80. I'm not gonna fucking be this guy that tries to swindle unsuspecting, innocent bystanders on Facebook Marketplace that don't know what they have. So anyways, this guy's ad said it was the pearl white PS2 and it was region free. And I'm like, wow, this can't be. What the hell is, because where I am, I'm near Ottawa, Ontario, and it's not a big city. And I guess anything's possible, but how does a PS2 that rare end up in Ottawa, and this guy doesn't know what he has, he's offering it for $80?
A PS2 that rare end up in Ottawa, and this guy doesn't know what he has, he's offering it for $80. So I go on to console variations, and I look it up. And I didn't, my own fault, I didn't do all the research I probably should have done. So if you go on to console variations, there's actually two or three different variants of the white PS2. There's a pearl white, and there's only 2,000 of them ever made. Apparently they were released in the US and in Japan. I'm not gonna fucking be this guy that tries to swindle unsuspecting, innocent bystanders on Facebook Marketplace that don't know what they have. So I go on to console variations, and I look it up.
And I'm like, you said it's the pearl white model, are you sure? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, well, actually, he's like, I don't really play video games. He's like, I'm just a reseller. So he's just like Warehouse Dave. Except I think Warehouse Dave probably plays video games. So this kid's like, I'm just a reseller. He's like, I picked this PS2 up off someone else in Ottawa, and I'm not a PS2 guy, and I just want to resell this one. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't even know, so he pulls it out of his bag, and the fucking thing's gleaming, it's just mint. So I'm like, for $80, I mean, I can't go wrong as long as this thing is working. And he gives me the PS2, and he's got a bag in his hand, and I'm like, well, what's in the bag? And he's like, well, it's the cables and the controller. I'm like, you're gonna give me that too, right? He almost hesitated. He wasn't gonna give it to me. So I got it all for $80. Obviously, I threw it in the car. Who knows if the console works?
you, you, you.